Hello and welcome back to another episode of Skids and Donuts, where today we are going to be tackling one of the most infamous issues on the Volvo 240, the odometer gear. So if you're unfamiliar what that is, on the 240 you've got your mileage and your trip counter. Normally they break if you press this in whilst the car's moving. I did exactly that and it broke. So I need to repair that, especially now it's driving. But apparently it's quite easy to replace. You just got to start yanking things out, yanking things off there. Like that. And then, I don't know, take it apart. I will also use it as an excuse to take my steering wheel off, which you don't need to do to get this cluster out. But there's two reasons. Number one, I didn't put it on perfectly straight, so I need to take the hub off, turn it, put it back on. But I also just want to, I don't know, quickly spray paint this black. I don't like the chrome. I do weirdly have to use this triangle bit to get these off because they're not like a standard size. Like if I was to measure it, it's like a 3.5 mil, but a 3.5 doesn't fit. And it just ends up trying to strip it, so I don't know. Triangle bit works and I can torque it down, so it's not too bad. And just like that, the steering wheel comes off. We'll put that to one side for now. I may paint that first actually, but we've got some space. Whip the hub off, come up, turn it, put it back on. I think it's just like one spoke out, so when I'm driving straight, it's all the way that way, even though the car pulls to the left, the wheel points right. So if I twist that, we should be good. Well, I can't get the steering wheel hub off for some reason. It's my sockets won't reach. It is what it is. Anyway, back onto this. So we need to pull off these little knobs. So your dimmer switch, your actual light switch, and then that should pop off. I've had this off a couple times now. Yeah. Just be careful not to snap them. Although I found the dashboard plastics are a lot more forgiving than, say, like the A-pillar, B-pillar, in my opinion anyway. I've taken off this little weird switch. I still don't know. Where's it gone? I still don't know what that switch is supposed to do. That's the clock bezel. So I think we've got 4 Phillips heads. Let's just move those down. So I have actually been driving this car around a bit. I've driven it enough that I've drained a tank of fuel. I wouldn't say I've done more than 100 miles, I wouldn't think. But as I say, it's done a lot of testing, a lot of idling, a lot of putting my foot down to the floor, testing the carb, etc. So I'd like to know what my MPG is. I can't check my MPG without this working. Here we go though, here's the grand reveal. Woo! Oh, what we stuck on? Ah, yeah, obviously cables. If these all come out without breaking. The other side of this is the lights behind the actual dash don't work, and I'd like to find out why. I can't find the actual bulbs for them. I can't get the big one off at the back. Maybe you can see that. Oh, there's more cables there too. Bloody hell. What you plugged on? You're plugged on to the second one. Okay. This is also where it's good to film videos when you're doing car work, because I forget where I put things a lot, or where things are supposed to go. Do you just pop out? No? Yay, nay? Okay, we'll figure you out in a sec. I need you off though. The big main one. Come on, pal. There we go. Okay, that's the big one. And how do I get this Volvo one off? It's got like a plastic clip in the way. Oh, the plastic clip is sliding. The plastic clip slides. White plastic doesn't last. There we go. Hey, look at that. 250,000 miles. Sweet. Right, let's go into the actual garage where we can open this up comfortably without spilling screws everywhere. Now, I think before we crack on with the odometer repair, I think it might be a good idea to get this thing painted up. Because, oh, the quicker we get this painted, the quicker it can dry and go back onto the car. I'm just going to use some normal window cleaner as the degreaser. I say it's not going to be sanded or anything, it's just going to be a quick little spritz around with a rattle can. You know, I'm not touching this middle part, so we should be in for some okay looking results. One can only find out by doing. You might be wondering, why don't I just go out and buy a new steering wheel? Number one, wheels are quite expensive. You know, I don't have infinite money. And the second one is, there's no reason to throw something perfectly fine away. I don't like how it looks, I can just paint it. It's not the end of the world. And if and when the paint starts peeling off, I can just paint it again. Probably should have put a bit of primer down, but who's got time these days, you know? It's due to rain in like 10 minutes. Whilst I've got your attention, we are on the cusp of 1,000 subscribers. It's like the golden number for any small YouTuber. We are on the cusp, and I would absolutely love it if we could get to 1,000 by the end of the year. Less than 2 months now, actually. So if you haven't already, please do consider hitting that subscribe button for me. It'll help take this channel to the next level. Alright, second coat's on the steering wheel, and without further ado, let's take this off. It's all of these outside screws according to Mr. In Volvo'd, so let's take them out. Whoops, without doing that. And look, if you want to do things like this yourself on your own car, don't be afraid, it's fine. You know, things like this, for example, it's not exactly going to stop your car from running. I don't think so anyway, don't quote me on that. But taking this out, if you can't get and finish everything, it's not the end of the world, it's fine, you know? Just get your tools, crack on. I have noticed something though. My car's a 1988. That looks to me like there's some... That's not manufacturer item, that's got to be 1997. Is that 133,000 miles? Maybe? Does anybody want to try and decode that for me? This could be a second-hand part, or it could have also been repaired in the past for something completely different. A few people have mentioned as well, whilst this is out, I should do there's a coolant temperature sensor bypass. I think it's like from there, solder a cable to there, or you know, around here, solder up a new cable. But I don't think I'm going to do that just yet, because there are plans for this Volvo. And if the engine does overheat and blow up at some point, I've got a spare engine and any future plans as well. I would like to put a V8 into it, but like a Volvo V8. Ooh, here we go. Right. Let's, I think this just comes off. Please tell me it does. Don't bend or anything. It does not. Okay. You know what would have been cool to do here? Do you remember the old Need for Speed games? Need for Speed Underground? Where you could have custom tachometers and whatever, and gauges. I could have done that. I could have had like a 240 logo printed or something. That would have been cool. There we go. Those two are off. And that wasn't it. What is? I don't want to just... Uh-oh. Something fell. Okay, I think it was just that. That's fine. Panic averted. I do indeed have to take out 4 little screws here. Yes! Haha. I believe it's in here now that we have to go. So, flathead there, and they should come off, and the gears in there that we need to replace. if that is indeed the issue. I recall hearing a crunch, but that was 3 years ago. It feels like this whole circuit board's lifting off instead of just this. Come on, fella. Come on. Yep. Okay, we'll keep that connected. And it's this here. Yes. You can see, oh dear. You can just see 2 teeth right there have snapped off. So where's my replacement? There it is, up there. And we want to make sure it's the correct amount of teeth as well, otherwise everything's going to be wrong anyway. Yeah, looks about the same. So now, it needs to go that way around. We should be able to just pop that off. Yes. And then pop you on. Excellent, we've now got a working odometer again. Let's carefully try and put this back on without falling. And then we'll put these little flat heads back in. There we go, that wasn't too bad. I'm guessing that's, so you press that in, it's not even a button, it just bends to reset. Alright, can we put this back in the correct way around? It would be hard to mess that up, but if you've watched my channel long enough, you'll know that's not entirely impossible for someone like me. You want to make sure those little connectors there, they go into. Oh, I can check the bulbs as well whilst I'm here. I forgot about that. Let me get this bolted in, and then we'll check out the bulbs. So, if I had to hazard a guess, it is these two that are the bulbs for seeing, which that one's blown. And this one has also blown. Okay, brilliant. Are they replaceable? Yeah. I may have some of these, actually. I may have them. It's these ones. I think they changed them in 1990, where it's all one piece, so you can't actually modify these. You can buy LED upgrades, which I will definitely do in the future, because I want this to be green. And I don't know why. I think it would just look pretty cool going for like the old Saab colour. Right, here's my bulbs. I don't know which one's which. I think they're the same as the license plate ones. Nope. Yes, I do have them. So if your bulbs have gone, it is... Whoops. Those ones. W5W, 12 volts. I don't know, just type that in, I guess. I was kind of panicking because I could see bulbs were for sale, like with the unit, only for 1990 onwards. Nowhere did it say these were just individual bulbs, so I'm happy with that. So the screws are now in. Now we can put this puppy back into the car. And hope it works. Beautiful. And that is back in. We just need to screw it in. There we go. Look like we're in. Excellent. Put these little trim pieces back on. And just like that, we are all back together. The steering wheel took a bit of damage, but the paint did come out pretty good, considering I did no prep on anything. So, yeah, I think I caught the screwdriver on it. Little bit annoying, not the end of the world. It looks a million times better now. So I reckon now it's about time we actually get on the road, test it out, and I'll try and figure out a way to mount the camera there. We'll see. In my defense, I never said it would be perfect, but it is a mole grip holding a phone mount. Okay, I think we're okay somehow. We'll make it work. Yep, let's turn all these off. Right, as long as this bottom one here moves, we're good. Should we see if the lights work? Can you see that? That means the backlights work, which is good. That's exactly what we wanted. So let's try and do this thing. Hopefully not knock my camera setup off. This has been a pretty fun video to do. We've got a painted up steering wheel, we've got a working odometer, and we've got working lights behind the dash, which I'm happy about because I can see what's going on at night time now. Let's see if we can actually get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That would be amazing. Other than that, look out for the next video because I'm doing an extended version of the Volvo 240 build. Anyway, I'll catch you again in the next video.